went to Korea, and it was a time. A time was had.
Yay! I don't know, I just think it's funny. And then the serious bike ride design. Suddenly, it's like...
Me and my best friend have been planning this trip to Korea for a year and a half now, or something like that. And because we both work in healthcare, it looked like it was not gonna happen, I can't lie. But somehow, by the grace of God, our schedules aligned, and we planned a trip to Seoul in May. I'm gonna basically go through the general vibe, a little bit of culture shock, and I'm gonna eat a couple snacks along the way. Basically just go through some of the memories and reminisce about the fact that I'm not in that country anymore. So in terms of the general vibe in Korea, it was actually really nice. I'm saying that with a question mark because initially there was a lot of like, oh, this is how they do things around here. People are well dressed, I will say that. When you walk out on the street, it's not like you can wear sweatpants and go to the grocery store. That's just how they are. So we were dressed every day because it was a vacation, but it was also like, you kind of need to be dressed up. I mean, you don't need to, but there's a general vibe. Also on the bus, nobody speaks.
This stop is Anguk Station, Seoul Museum of Craft Art. 예약자 제거는 임상구석은 교통약자 배려사입니다. 차내 좌측 교통약자석을 실체형 이용 승객을 위해 우선 양보하시고.
On the bus, people are silent. People are were you silent or you silenced?
Or were you silenced?
That's how it was on the bus. Anyway, for our first day, we kind of just explored a little bit around our area. We went on the bus to go to Myeongdong first, and that was really cool. Still a touristy area, but really nice to just have some like street food. Good vibes over there overall, actually.
매콤한 맛. 매콤한 맛.
Let's take a picture. Oh, be careful, careful, careful. Sorry. I'm gonna drag him because there's someone who's got to take his porch over here. I need a
Which brings me to my first sort of taste test thing that I'm gonna try. So this is the instant coffee that was in our hotel room. I have no idea what brand this is, what this is, to be honest. There's coffee everywhere. Those people love coffee. They love coffee. Like, there's coffee everywhere. My friend loves coffee, so I had to kind of indulge. I don't need to be drinking coffee like that. But my friend loves coffee, so we went to Mega Coffee. We went to, I don't even remember which cafes we went to. We went to several cafes. They were all pretty good. That was the thing. The coffee wasn't bad, so maybe I'll become a coffee drinker. I don't know. Yeah, it's good. Also, they had some very interesting names for some places. A twosome place. My friend kept calling it a twosome palace, which honestly cracked me up every time. A twosome place? I don't know what they meant by that. I mean, they know what they meant by that. But because I'm now drinking coffee, I will move on to my next food item. It's this pandan bread, which I don't think is actually Korean, but there was a lot of it around. The other thing is, bread is, it's not really bread. Also, they put cream in it, which makes sense because they eat a lot of rice, but like the bread is like a dessert. Don't go there and think you're gonna eat like a loaf of bread. It's like either really sweet, really salty, or there'll be cream.
Estoy loco. Estoy loco. La, 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 la.
If you're European, the bread is not bread. Let me just tell you that. Otherwise, like, the cafe is really nice. It was also impossible to order food. There was a whole montage of me trying to order a pizza, and it took like 2 hours. Guys, the way I had to do Pythagorean theorem to achieve this. So if you're a foreigner, things are a bit long. Whilst we were there, the political election was also going on, and it was really funny because they would hand out flyers to all of the Koreans, and when it came to a foreigner, they would just stand like this. They would just be like, okay, next person. You're just not involved. You're just not involved in any capacity to do with any sort of government, anything. So that was really interesting to see. I'm gonna go try this bread now. I already ripped it apart because I was too excited and I was actually hungry. Oh, this is really good actually. Hold on. This brings me on to something else. We did a little nighttime tour.
And if you look on the other side, right over there, with
So basically I started yapping a bunch of gibberish after this. It was a great tour. Thank you, Ethan, for your services. So on our second day, we went to go try on hanboks. Yay! And we went to whichever palace was closest to us. We went to that palace. The girls at the store who helped us try on our hanboks, they were so sweet. Another culture shock moment, because when we went to go change, she was kind of like, she got us behind the curtain and was like, take off your clothes. Like, it was kind of like, oh, what? Anyway, really cool experience. And then we went to go make kimchi after that. So we went to the Seoul Kimchi Academy. I don't know if you can even see that. This is my bag of kimchi, which I'm going to try today. I don't remember how long she said this is supposed to actually ferment, but I'm gonna try this today. I'm very excited. I hope it tastes good. I hope the shrimp paste doesn't give me an allergic reaction. The kimchi? Why do I look like an Animal Crossing character? The other thing I forgot to mention is that most of these snacks are things that I bought in the UK because all of my family's snacks are packed in a bag because they wanted snacks from Korea, so I can't touch those. Honestly, this is good. And I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. I've really liked Korean culture since I was like 12 or 13, so I've been studying Korean since then. Like at a very limited capacity because people used to make fun of me and now suddenly it's cool, so now nobody cares. So like, that's great. Shout out to all my people with low self-esteem and insecurity. But my Korean wasn't bad. It was really good to practice Korean, kind of know that I wasn't terrible at it, which was nice because I used to think, oh, I'm learning this and I'm gonna get there and nobody's gonna understand me and it's gonna be so like, okay. But a lot of people understood us, understood me, which was kind of cool. To the point where we went to go buy an extra suitcase on the last day and this man was literally angry. He was literally like, oh my gosh, why can you speak Korean so well? It's like, well, I can't rip you off now. He kept saying a different price and we were like, no, the first price. Whilst I was at the convenience store, there are so many delicious snacks to eat. Again, I didn't film absolutely everything, but I've got a couple snacks here with me now that I'm going to try. So this is, basically it's like a triangle seaweed snack, kimbap. These are so cheap. I think you could get one of these for like 1,000 won or something, which is like $1 Canadian, which is 80 pence. Less than that, something less than that. Do you know how much this was in the United Kingdom? In Great Britain, this is £1.30. This one thing is £1.30. Crazy. Crazy. But these are delicious. Love them. Yum, 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 yum. Imagine I come back to the UK and it's just raining. Like, guys, take me back! As promised. She's steaming. She's still steaming.
Very good. Standard. Delicious. Amazing.
The other thing I didn't eat the entire time I was there, because again, I'm true to this and not new to this. Okay? I did not eat tteokbokki the entire time I was there. Call me a criminal. Call me a criminal. Boo! Tteokbokki, it's not my favorite thing to eat. The other thing that we tried whilst we were in the convenience store was that really bad... Okay, for some of you it's delicious. That banana milk with coffee combination. It tastes like... And for those of you that remember, back in the good UK, in like the early 2000s, there was antibiotic oral solution. And it was just so disgusting. And that's exactly what that tasted like. It tasted like bitter medicine. Bitter banana medicine. Because the banana doesn't taste real. The banana milk by itself, fine, whatever. It's just like sugary, artificial banana flavor. But then you mix it with the coffee and it just tastes like why would you enjoy that? What else was really cool about the convenience store? So many snacks. I did see these cheese popcorn thing. I didn't eat a lot of these things because I didn't want my stomach to go crazy. Most of what we ate was like K-barbecue, chicken, rice, just stuff that was like, let my stomach sit for a second. I doubt I'm gonna like it. I don't know, there's something about tteokbokki that's just not, it doesn't excite me. She doesn't, I don't know, she's just kind of there, you know what I mean? Thank you, Jesus. Mid. Okay. Like, just incredibly mid. Sorry. It's not bad, but it's also like, I'm not excited. Oh, I had the little fish bread. I forgot what the fish bread is called. I had the little fish bread. It was very good. Ain't no fish inside.
얘를 처음 보네.
And when I tell you guys, it tastes like carcinogens, but I love it. Look at it. Look at it! Oh my gosh! My gut microbiome is about to be ruined. And I must say, that day that we went to the Han River to eat ramen, why was that the best ramen I've ever had in my entire life? We paid this lady like, was it like 5,000 won, and she made the best ramen I've ever ate in my entire life. I don't know why it tasted different than the ramen I make in my house, but for some reason, maybe it was the ambiance, the vibe, but I was just like, wow. Life is worth the living! Like, guys, the ramen is like £2. And then we're having free entertainment. Free entertainment. My goodness gracious me. Whilst we were on the Han River on those bikes, by the way, there was like a weird trend where basically we kept noticing that a bunch of the men were not doing anything. To the point where this girl was riding her bike and the guy was like sitting in front, not pedaling. Like, it was a two-person bike and she was the only one pedaling. And when we saw a family and the dad was just sitting there and we were like, oh. No, look at it. It looks like they're doing something on the statue. The statue looks like they're doing something.
Wow.
It looks like they're doing something. So, obviously you guys know about soju. Everyone knows about soju. This is makgeolli. It's like a rice wine. This is a chestnut flavor. That was another thing we didn't do whilst we were there. My friend is Muslim and I'm Christian, so we don't drink like that, either of us. I had a little bit of a drink when we went to the club. I don't think my family watches my videos. Number one, these people can't dance. This second club we went to was so loud compared to the first one. This girl pulls out Mapo-gu immediately as we enter and she starts typing something and we're both looking at each other. And she goes, do you want to have a drink with your boys? Who were the boys in question? We look around. there's one other black man in there. We just say like, no, no thank you. But it was makgeolli. You see in K-dramas, old ajushis drinking this. Oh, it does taste like an old man drink. This is something an old man would drink. It's not bad. It is something an old man would drink though. No wonder the old men be drinking this. The last thing I'm gonna have is this seafood pancake. And this was such a good memory. So I think on the 4th day, 5th day, I don't remember which days, guys. All the days are a blur. I just know I was having the time of my life. It was either the 5th or 6th day. We went to Dongdaemun Market. And basically we went to buy some things. You can buy a lot of like, I don't want to say bootleg. I don't want to say fake. But you know what I mean. There was a lot of designer stuff there. A lot of different clothes, boots, shoes, bags, etc, etc. But then also towards midnight, 11, this little outside restaurant area opens, and this lady made me the most delicious, and I say the most delicious pajon I've ever had in my entire life.
Okay, we finished shopping and now we're in this market.
The other thing we didn't have whilst we were there was ice cream. I didn't eat ice cream once whilst I was there because I was just not interested.
You're a compassionate, compassionate liar. Like your lying is so compassionate with yourself that you believe.
But you can get a couple different ones here in the UK. So I just thought, let me just try it and see what's the harm. The pain. Thank you, Lord. Baby boo boo. This is still pretty good. It will never be the same. But pretty good. First, look at it. Everything is steaming. This is just cold. This is good. It kind of just tastes like, it reminds me of the melon bingsu that I had. It just tastes like sweet mango, which is really good. That is all the snacks I could find and try here in the UK. My trip to Korea was so good. I would highly recommend that you go and see it for yourself. I really enjoyed myself. It was the first time I've ever traveled, so I thought it was a great time. And I made a lot of really good memories there, and I think it was the first kind of time where I felt really independent in myself. I'm gonna plan to go again at some point. Other places I do want to travel, but I'm also a little bit of a scaredy cat. This is a bit of a different video. I just thought, how will I combine the things and how will I get to talk about everything? That is it for this video. If you like the video, like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. Oh! Look at that. I'm just grass. Anna. Jongno-gu. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Bye. I'm gonna hate editing this.